everyone! Thank you so much for tuning in! My name is Kaz, and welcome back to Cosplays! I know I said that I would have been playing Tokyo Ghostwire Tokyo today, but something came up with Tadal's schedule, so he couldn't join. So instead, we'll be going back to Yakuza 4! So right now, I did get a call from Kido, who told me that he was ready to meet up and discuss something that's going on with the with the whole murder of the, oh god, what the hell was his name? Crap, I forget. But of the Kanemura's Kanemura Enterprises. So he was found murdered. So Akiyama's supposed to go talk to him, but instead I decided to instead go back to the office as we have a client, so we can actually see what it is that that Akiyama does for a living. Are you Akiyama-san? You provide interest-free loans here. Is that right? Indeed I do. That said, there are a few conditions. May I ask your name? It's Shiobara. How much are you willing to lend out? Usually. Mind telling me why you need the money first? That'll help me decide whether or not I give you the loan. Well, not too long ago, I drove my printing company into bankruptcy. I'd inherited the place from my father, you see. But this time I figured I'd start my own company, from the ground up. You ran your father's company into the ground? It made money, but not enough to get out of the red. In the end, all I could do was downsize, but downsizing isn't always the best option, you know? The company was already on its way under. If only our... Excuse me. If our only available option was downsizing, wouldn't it have been better to just pull the plug? I think it's cowardly to fire people to just try to keep their company artificially afloat. So I took responsibility for my bad management and let the place go bankrupt. No hard feelings all around, right? I see, spoken like a typical spoiled heir. The company doesn't matter now anyway. What's important is getting this new company off the ground. So, will you lend me some money? I'm not against the idea, but why come to me? Can't you get your bank to cover it? I guess I didn't pass the review. They asked me what business the company would be in, but I haven't decided yet. Something online, that's for sure. Still haven't figured it out, huh? What, you need planning documents too? Don't you loan sharks usually skip all that formality crap? No, it's just... Never mind. How much did you need? Let's see, how about 5 million? Why so much? Now that I think about it, you probably have no idea how much you really need. What the hell. I'll lend you the 5 mil. No interest, no collateral. Seriously? You're not pulling my leg here. But first, you're gonna have to pass my test. Sure, bring it on. I don't know what kind of test you're talking about, but I'll do anything you ask. Alright, so you want to start a company, be its president. In that case, I'll need you to... So currently right now it actually doesn't matter. I'm gonna actually end up having to go through all 3 of these options. Find 3 people to be your business partners and bring them to me. Business partners? 3 of them? Is that really all you need? Yeah. People will be happy to help you build up a company. What do you think? Can you do it? What are you talking about? I've got tons of friends. Won't take long at all. I'll be right back, okay? Better get that 5 million for me. Chief, I couldn't help but overhear. Are you really going to lend money to that piece of work? He's nowhere near fit to start a company. You think so too, huh? To tell you the truth, I agree. He's all talk. You see a lot of that nowadays. So you never planned on giving him a loan in the first place, then why bother with a test? Oh, I'll lend him the money, only if he passes the test. I'm gonna teach him it's a rough world out there. But what if, just on the off chance... Don't worry about it. A big mouth like him could never hope to pass one of my tests. You know, Hana-chan, A man might have lots of people he calls friends, but I doubt many of them would be willing to risk their livelihoods on him. He says it'll be a cinch to find 3 of them, but unless he's especially trustworthy or charismatic, they won't be on board. Welcome back. So, where are those 3 partners? They just don't understand. I told them they could pull in $100 million a year if they just left everything to me. Oh my god, this reminds me of like those terrible Kickstarters that like people just say, I have a great idea, but I don't want to share it in case somebody finds out about it, so just give me money and just leave it at that. It's not my fault, it's theirs. They're just too blind to see it. After all those times they begged me for an invite to my parties, too. Parties? And I wasn't invited? My online game parties, haven't you heard? They're kind of a big deal. They call me Hurricane Salt. I see. Well, it hardly matters at this point. You weren't able to pass the test, which means our loan discussion is over. My apologies. Ano-chan, would you mind showing Shiobata-san here out? It's time for him to go. Of course. Right this way, sir. Wait just a second. You're telling me you know all about me from one lousy test? Who do you think you are? A god? Oh, hi Heidi. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please, I'm counting on you. Just give me one more chance. One more. Please, I'm begging you. Just let me try again. I swear I'll take it a whole lot more seriously this time. We have other business to attend to, you know. But it doesn't look like you'll be leaving anytime soon, so... Alright, one more time. Okay. Bring me the business cards of 10 companies' presidents. Any company will do. 10 business cards? Is that really all you need? Corporate CEOs, presidents of small factories, take your pick. Just find 10 of them. Get their cards and bring them here. Are you sure? That sounds pretty easy. I mean, I used to be president myself. I could get 20 or even 30 cards, no problem. Excellent, I'm glad to hear it. Well, good luck. I'll see you soon. I'll be right back, okay? Better get that 5 million ready for me. Chief, why are you giving him a second chance? You usually send somebody like him on his way by now. He's just so astoundingly clueless. Don't you want to see how this all ends? Not particularly. Look at it from my perspective. You always forget to collect on your loans. Too many boneheaded customers like him, and I'll be up to my neck in extra work. I appreciate every last ounce of work you do, Hana-chan. Don't I always treat you to a delicious meal at the end of every month? I guess you do what you... I guess you can do what you want. It's your company, after all. If it weren't for you, Hana-chan, how would you go about collecting 10 Oh, no, if it weren't for you... If it were you, Hana-chan, how would you go about collecting 10 president's cards? Well, I'd probably pop into an office building and talk to some company presidents directly. A frontal attack, eh? Good answer. As for me, I'd probably grab hold of a president or two, take them to a print shop, and have them make me some cards. Ha, a little aggressive, but yeah, I guess it sounds like something you'd do. Nothing wrong with that. Hell, I could even have a print shop to make a bunch of fake cards if I wanted. Your straightforward method requires courage, while my way calls for quick wit. Regardless, I doubt he's capable of either. Welcome back. So, you got those cards? I only have one, my father's. None of the CEOs I knew at my company are even in this town. And there aren't any company presidents here. It's all businessmen and restaurateurs. Actually, you're looking at one. Sorry if my appearance deceived you. Well, then since you weren't able to pass the test, I'm afraid I won't be giving you that loan after all. Hana-chan, would you mind showing Shiobata-san here out? It's time for him to go. Of course. Right this way, sir. Wait just a second. That test was a setup all wrong. I can do better, I promise. Please, I'm counting on you. Just give me one more chance. One more. Oh, all right, but only one more. Now then. about a hostess out after the club closes and bring her here back to my office? A hostess club? That's it? I'll bring the girl here and 5 million's mine? I don't know. Oh, come on. It should be a piece of cake for a guy like you. What's the problem? I just don't have the cash. Hostess clubs are expensive, you know. It's a real shame. I'd have all kinds of girls trailing me if I just had the money. I'd be like the Pied Piper of Kamurocho. Well, I guess I have no points ahead. I guess I'll have to point you over to my friend's hostess club, then. You can put it on my tab. The place is called Sweet, over by Pink Street. Just tell them Akiyama sent you, and they'll take care of the rest. This guy's voice, I think I changed, like, each time he came in. I can't decide what voice I want to give this dude. He's supposed to, I think, be pretty youthful, but his face looks like he's in his 40s. I'll bring you the best hostess in the club. I'll be right back, okay? Better get that 5 million ready for me. Chief, enough's enough. I've never seen you give anybody this many chances. I suppose you're right. But it's all just so interesting, don't you think? The guy's a walking disaster. Chief, why'd you send him to a hostess club? He'll just go out and have fun on your tab, no less. A first-time visitor to a hostess club hardly ever manages to invite a girl out afterward. Anybody who succeeds is either rich or a smooth talker, but this guy's broke, so he has about a 0% chance of pulling this off. We don't know that. I mean, he might fall into some crazy beginner's luck. That would be a miracle. Well, if he pulls off the miracle at a time like this, it'll be the first of many. Luck is just another kind of talent, wouldn't you agree? Maybe, but even so, if that guy gets his very own miracle, then he's one of the most talented men I've ever met. Welcome back. So where's that hostess? Oh, that club is no good. The girl at my table said only a few words and clammed up almost immediately. Isn't it her job to keep the conversation going? I'm the customer! The paying customer! Yeah, paying with somebody else's money. Seriously though, any other club I would have had them eating out of the palm of my hand. It just boils down to a bad club. Even if we were to assure it was the club's fault, you still didn't manage to pass the test. That means I won't be giving you a loan. Ana-chan, would you mind showing Shiobara-san out? It's time for him to go. Of course, right this way, sir. Wait just a second. If you're gonna let me try if you just let me try a different test, I'm positive I pass with flying colors. Please, I'm counting on you. Just give me one more chance. One more. It's always just one more with you. I'd given you 3 chances already. No matter how many times you'll try, you'll never pass. Alright, so leave. I'm tired of having to string along a big talking nitwit. Yeah. Please, this is it. This is my very last chance. If you give up on me now, I'm finished. Will you just leave already? I'm positive I can build a company that will never ever need to downsize. You really want to start your own company, don't you? Are you sure you're being entirely honest with me? And with yourself? Absolutely. No lies, no excuses, period. Fine, then this is your honest-to-goodness last chance. You fail, you leave. Got it? Got it. I'll pass for sure this time. You'll see. Okay, here we go. My friend's leaflet company is in the red. If you can get it to turn a profit again, I'll lend you the 5 million. But that could take years. Door's right there if you're not interested. What's it gonna be? You in or out? Alright, where's this leaflet company anyway? It's Paradise Advertising on West Shichifuku Street, just past the M Store. Let me give them a call. Hello, Paradise Advertising? This is Akiyama over at Sky Finance. Akiyama-san, to what do I owe the pleasure? You've been asking for management advice, right? I found the man for the job, named Shiobara-kun. I'll be sending him over your way shortly. Really? Shiobara-san, is it? Well, thank you so much. I'll be waiting. Now it's all up to you. Paradise Advertising is on West Shichifuku Street. I'm sure you'll see it when you get there. Alright, I'll be back. Chief, are you sure about this? That's one heck of a test. Isn't Paradise Advertising doing really bad right now? Business-wise? Stuck in the red even, though sales remain steady and strong? Yeah, that's right. Even if sales go through the roof, the expenses are always higher. Which means their only choice is to downsize and cut their... Ah! Yep. All they can do is downsize. And our friend, Shiobara-kun, who would rather see a company die than shrink, will now be forced to do just that. You're a bad man, Chief. Call it shock therapy. If he can't do this, he's hopeless. Shock therapy? Don't you think you should check up on him just in case? You never know. Well, if you insist. Do you remember where Paradise Advertising is? The west end of Shichifuku Street? Yep, just past the M store. Yeah, I just said that. Okay. I'll be back in a bit. Hold down the fort till I get back. Okay, so now at this point in the game we actually can go see how he's doing, because it's very, very, very unclear how much time passes in between some of these sub-stories. Because sometimes it seems like that, like, they've been... Because, like, by the time we talk to him, even if I were to go directly to him right now, he would talk about the company like he's been working there for, like, at least a month or something. So I don't know how much time technically passes in between each of these sub-story like points, but... Anyways, I think maybe that's an... we'll probably visit him later on if we... But I will go on to the next story mission though. And in fact, actually, I actually do want to finish this entire Shiobata's entire sub story though. It's actually a really nice one because it actually spans over the entirety of Akiyama's part. What the hell does that mean? An edible medicine thing? So first, let's go see Kido, who's up on the roof over here. Oh yeah, so these people with blue triangles over them, they'll give you a memo, and you know it's good to talk to them because actually they have an incentive for you to use that, because then they'll give you some XP. So, Arai Anaki really did it, huh? I couldn't believe it either. Arai-san's too smart to get trigger-happy with someone like that, especially a too-big goon like Ihara. Nobody's seen him since. Nope. I don't know if the cops are onto him yet, but he killed that creep right there in the middle of town. It's only a matter of time before they figure it out. How are you holding up? You said... Oh, his name actually was Kanemura. You said you found Kanemura, right? Yeah, right after I lost those Ueno Seiwa guys.
結局、新井の兄貴に連絡が取れなかった俺は、一旦事務所に戻ることにしたんです。おい、誰かいないのか?
This is how most Japanese ghost stories start. A dark, rainy night, lone office worker heads back to his empty office to retrieve some papers, and then gets killed by the girl with the long, dark hair.
失礼します。親父、
Are you sleeping? With your eyes open and blood pooling at the back of your head? Actually, that is kind of a horror story right there, just walking in and just finding a corpse. I never got through to Arayanaki. Wound up reporting the boss's death myself. Must have been rough on you. Apparently he got stabbed in the back. No real sign of a struggle. But that's not all, though. The cops think the killer might be a woman, because of how they found him. A woman? Yeah, his shirt was off, and there were traces of lipstick on his neck and lips. So this girl came in promising action, and gave Kanemura more action than he bargained for. That's what it looks like. Still, something doesn't add up. It's just, well... What's up? When I got back to the office, it was completely empty. That just doesn't happen ever. True, you usually have one or two boys keeping an eye on things out front, especially when the boss is in. Not only that, but I don't know. The boss never seemed like the kind of guy to fall for that kind of trick, no matter the girl. No? He didn't even really ever talk about women or anything. He wasn't exactly a spring chicken, if you get me. I hear you, but you never know. Huh? If the police are right, she must be one hell of a woman. You ever heard of a femme fatale, Kido-chan? A femme fatale? What's that? Very special kind of woman. She might not be the most gorgeous girl in town, but you can't deny that there's something special about her. And just when it seems like you got her, she suddenly decides to keep you at arm's length. It only makes you want her more, and before you know it, she's the only thing you can think about. They say a girl like that will eventually lead you to total ruin. That's not the definition of femme fatale that I know. Can't say I complain if I did. Enough about that, though. First things first, we've got work to do. Work? Oh.
なんだあいつら柴田組の手先だろうよきっとお前か俺の身柄が必要なんだなあそうだよなどういうことですか秋山さんなあ兄さんよ俺らの首持ってったって上の世話が納得するわけねえよそうだろ
さあなそれは組長が決めることだ
おいここは俺が食い止めるお前は今のうちに逃げろ何言ってんすか悪いが俺の読みじゃお前より俺の方が断然強い今はとりあえず逃げろ秋山さん後でスカイファイナンスで落ち合おうあそこなら何があっても大丈夫だでも早く行けはいおっとあんたらの相手は俺だ
I love that he's always got his hand in his pocket.
指の一本や二本じゃ済まなくなるぜ
なんだ本職の脅しってのもその程度のもんか今さら指とか古いんだよなんだとこっちは鼻から首取られる覚悟でやってんだあんたらも肩着舐めてると痛い目に遭うぜ
言うじゃねえかそれじゃきっちりお前にはこっちの世界のやり方見せてやるぜ
望むところだ
敵だから遠慮すんなしっかり弾取ったれやれ
Shibata, for anybody who forgot, it was the guy that Arai was talking to while Akiyama was having some drinks with the homeless camp. I feel like Akiyama must have been like I actually feel like back in his youth or whatever. I almost feel like Akiyama must have been like he seems like he might have been like one of those like finance bros where like he probably spent a lot on luxury. But I do love that I have literally just murdered that man. I threw him off the building. This is like the fifth story. Like that would definitely kill the guy. But it's okay. None of these protagonists have killed people. Well, except maybe Saejima. But like, you know, all of them are all, you know, innocent or whatever. That they know how to beat the crap out of people. Or in Kiryu's case, shoot at them from a highway and they fall from a moving car, but they somehow are okay. At this point, they might as well just say that, like... Especially when Kiryu blows up a vehicle, they might as well just keep that, like, oh, that was a drone-piloted thing. Ugh. Well, that enough? Damn it! We heard you were good, but we didn't think you would be this good. Glad I have a reputation. What else are they saying about me? You think you're so damn funny, huh? I don't know much, but... But what? We got boys headed to your office as we speak. No kidding. Tell me something. They as tough as you? Sure are. Top of the Shibata family heap. Perfect. Then I've got nothing to worry about. What do you mean? You'll see. Uh-oh.
やっべえなこりゃ。
秋山、お前またヤクザ相手に乱闘か？あ？今朝の忠告忘れたわけじゃねえよな。
杉内さん。
ない。言い訳はまた署でゆっくり聞こうじゃねえか。
それちょっと。それに俺これに関しては被害者だし。
うるせえ。すべこ言ってんじゃねえ。確保だ。はい。
やべ。
Not today! Okay, so we gotta get all the way back to Sky Finance. Luckily now this time the chasing thing has ooh. The chasing thing now actually has a nice little indicator to see exactly where it is that you need to run to. Okay, I think we got there. I just escaped like from the Matrix.
Achha! 間に合わなかったか。
Oh god! Oh god!
命拾いしたね。
社長。
ただいま。
はい、お水。
Thank you.
That's funny, he said thank you in English.
どっちにしてもこれじゃまた警察行きだな。
Kiddo's just thinking like, is no one gonna mention this? Like, she just beat the crap out of 3 Yakuza goons. Sadly, that's the only time we'll ever see Hana-chan fight in this game. I actually thought it'd be hilarious if you actually could play as her for like a joke match or something. Oh, trouble in the Tojo clan. perfect time for us to strike up a conversation. Hey, how'd your little session with Sugiichi go? Ugh, don't get me started. The guy puts the dick in detective. What an asshole. No joke. But hey, if I were over 40 and still stuck as a beat cop, I'd probably have a chip on my shoulder too. You think that's all it is? You think it's not? I don't know. It feels kind of like he's obsessed with you and Arai Anaki or something. How do you figure? He kept grilling me about how you two of you met. Oh, and he wouldn't shut up about wanting to know what Kanemura's loan terms were. Doesn't that seem kind of weird to you? I guess. Not that I can blame him for wondering. Why are you throwing your weight all behind Arai Anaki? That's my little secret. Come on, Akiyama-san, you can tell me. Maybe when you're older. Akiyama! I hid in the toilet cubicle this whole time. I heard everything they said. Okay, well, we got some time. Oh. Uh-oh. What are you so worried about, honey? It's not like we're gonna take anything from you. It's all about what we're gonna give you. Don't worry, we'll sure to thank you real good once we're done. What do you say, baby? Someone help! I don't have gas in the tank for this. I can't just sit back and watch. Hey, I suggest leaving her alone if I were you. Who's talking? We don't take advice from some no-name shit off the street. You should start. You're never gonna get a girl if you treat them like property instead of people. I'll treat a broad however I want. Besides, who the hell... I love the fact that these two have the exact same voice. Don't you like my creepy voice, Heidi? Alright, well, let's beat the crap out of these two. Oh, come on. Oh. Damn it, you're unreal, man. Hey, turns out you were right. I'm not a saint. Not after painting your face with my shoe, at least. Run along now, kids. This ain't the last you heard of us. Well, now that's taken care of. Are you okay, miss? Can't say I blame her. Though...
Me.
You there, got a minute? Depends. What do you need? Well, I was observing your scuffle there, and I can see your physical potential is through the roof. Did you used to play any sports? Not really. Pretty sure the last time I kicked a ball around was in middle school. So then it's natural talent. Understood. My name is Psycho. I run an operation in this general area. What kind of operation? I'm glad you asked. Do you know about the looming crisis that Japan faces? Crisis? What crisis? Put frankly, peace addiction. Nowadays, all people in Japan can think about is peace. Uh-huh. In my youth, I fought as a mercenary, mostly in the Middle East. I've seen many breathe their last, friend and foe alike. Then I realized an outstanding truth. In this world, anything can happen. Anytime, anywhere. Oh, I get it now. You're a soldier. That explains the stocky build, the fatigues, and the bald head. Someone as strong as yourself must realize how everyone in this city is putting themselves at risk. Every moment of the day, they're too vulnerable. The boulder is the ultimate fighter. The same goes for you. You're not as clever as you think. Huh? What are you talking about? Ugh. Nope, I just got pickpocketed. Hey, those are the keys to my office. Give those back. You may be a good fighter, but your senses are dull as a doorknob. Did you set that up? Cut me some slack here, man. We just met. A strong individual like you should have no problem chasing him down. But you better get going. Who knows what'll happen if you let him get away? Yeah, thanks for the advice. Ugh, here we go again. Oh, now we gotta do the chasing somebody. And I'm gonna have to constantly tackle them. But they've added a new one this time now. Yeah, damn it. Oh, come on, get back here. So yeah, they've added a new thing where I can actually pick up objects and chuck them at the dude. Which actually does help out with some of these ones who... Oh, no, no. Come on. Damn it. How did I get a... How did I get a level up by just missing him with the bottle that many times? That was kind of embarrassing. Whew. That good enough for you? Looks like you've got a set of strong legs. I was right about you. I'm sorry, but your praise is less than flattering. Can I go now? Wait, I have to talk to you about something. Let's head to the roof. Roof? Could you just act normal for 1 second? So, what did you want to talk about? Hey, don't look so sour. Anyways, what should I call you? The name's Akiyama. Akiyama-kun, seems like you get into fights nearly every day. Well, I wouldn't if I had a choice, but that's just the way things have been working out. It's clear you have a strong talent for fighting. It'd be a tragedy to see it go to waste. Are you interested in tapping into your dormant abilities? I can help you. What do you mean, dormant? I'm pretty sure I hand out the maximum beatings every day of the week. Then let me ask you, do you feel any change in your body right now? Change? A few moments ago, you ran after my pupil, but you weren't simply running for running's sake. My pupil forced you to run in style, which you would use your muscles in an efficient manner. So, how do you feel? Is your body somewhat lighter than before? I guess that you say so. I do feel lighter. Ooh, nice. Every person has to train differently, depending on their build and usual exercise regimen. Train correctly, and I guarantee your strength will be multiplied. Yeah, I think I'm starting to see that. I'm pretty much always here, so come back whenever you want to train further. That's a really nice offer and all, but can I ask you something first? What? Why me? You don't even know me. I guess it's natural to be curious. It's hard to explain, but there is a reason why I chose you. And only you. I'll tell you more if you agreed to come back. At least you sound like you know what you're talking about. Alright then. I'll stop by whenever I have the time. Great, I'll be waiting. So pretty much Saigo now acts as your trainer. So like, you know how like in the previous games, Kiryu had Komaki to teach him new moves? Saigo is that to Akiyama. And in fact, every single one of the protagonists in this game actually do have someone to who will teach them new moves and stuff. So, anyways, Let's go see Shiobara and see how he's doing. Yo, what's going on? Oh, Akiyama-san. Well, that Shiobara guy you sent over showed up. He marched in about he marched in blustering about how he was gonna put me back in the black, and put me in the black. But when I showed him the books, I guess he ran out of steam. Well, the thing is, he inherited his father's company, but didn't want to downsize, and because of that, he wound up running the place into the ground. He willingly ruined his father's business just to avoid downsizing? Say, Akiyama-san, do you think that'll happen to my place too? Most likely. I peered over your books the last time we talked. You'd be hard-pressed to get any more profit. You've cut all the corners you can. The only thing left to do is to downsize. I know. Well, that might be true, but still, these people have been with me from day one. I've got to be frank with you here. It's your job as a president to make this decision. I guess you're right. Oh, and another thing. Do you know where Shiobara-kun went? Not exactly. He was walking towards the children's park, though. He was? Thanks. I'll have to stop by again sometime soon. Oh, there he is. Well, did you think of a way to get them back on track? What's wrong? You dropped by Paradise Advertising, yeah? You knew all along, didn't you? Huh? Knew what? You sent me to that company knowing full well the only thing they could do was downsize. They have sufficient sales and good management. They take all the leaflet orders they can. I don't see how they could possibly bring in any more money. Which means they have to reduce their expenses. Employees' salaries have already been slashed, and there's simply no more fat to trim. Their president is a real go-getter, too, keeps pristine books, and has great employee morale, and still he's stuck in the red. Now that you sound like now that sounds like the CEO you claim to be. You're looking at all the right places. If we need to reduce expenses, there is only one thing left to cut. Personnel costs, in other words. Hey! If it isn't old Shiobara's son's idiot son, imagine my surprise running into you here. You work for my father's company? So you remember me, do ya? Well, thanks to you bringing down your old man's business, I'm still out of a job. But I had to either downsize or close the place down. My hands were tied, and Well, you should have downsized. Do you think your way was more noble? My hands were tied. Huh. You think that's gonna make up for the hardship you caused? Speaking as a manager, downsizing is... Does it make you proud that you didn't downsize? Well, guess what, pal? Your pride won't put food on the table. Who'd hire me now, at my age? I either live on the street or die in the gutter. Take some responsibility and die alongside me. Bad idea, old man. Once you take a life, your own life is over for good. Shut up! You can never understand how I feel. Never! You're right, I couldn't. Still, murder's not the answer. What's your deal anyway? You taking this moron's side? If you want to try and start over, I can help. Well, I can lend you money anyway. I don't want your damn money! How dare you insult me! That does it. We'll all go down together! Ha! Ishiguro. Hey. Enough of this bullshit. I worked for his dad for more than 30 years. We were good friends, all of us. And then this ignorant moron, he tore it all to pieces. That company was... It can't be easy to start over at your age, but if you're willing to try, stop by Sky Finance on Tenkaichi Street. I'm just a moneylender, but a little money might be just be what you need right now. Sky Finance? Drop by anytime. You knew all along. You knew that downsizing was the only way to get the company in the black. Yep, sure did. I knew it! Then why? Why? His friends had been with him from the start. The president didn't want to downsize, but that was the only way to save his company. And he still couldn't bring himself to do it. So you've come to mull it over, right? That angry old man, Paradise Advertising. I imagine you probably understand this now, but downsizing isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sure, it's not always ideal or even the only option, but sometimes you have to do what's best for your company. If you don't, you might end up hurting a lot more people, like that old man. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Akiyama-san, could you ask that leaflet company guy to come meet us here? Sure, I'll call him right now. Yes, hello, this is Akiyama from Sky Finance. We have something we'd like to talk to you about. Could you come meet us at the park? What is it, Akiyama-san? Is something wrong? Shiobata-kun here wants to talk to you. Well, I once brought down my father's printing company because I didn't want to downsize and lose all the good people he had employed over the years. And now your company is in the same position as mine was. My apologies if this is too forward, but you have to downsize. Yes, I thought as much, but my people have been with me since the beginning. How could I just force them out like that? If the business fails, that's it. Everything's over. All of the employees could get hurt. Every last one of them. I understand it's a tough decision to make, but it's the president's responsibility to protect the company. Akiyama-san? I agree. Downsizing's the only option. My heart goes out to you, but it's gotta be better than turning everyone out onto the streets. I see. I guess it's the only way to go, then. I just have one favor to ask of you. If this downsizing does turn your company around, make sure the people who were forced out to get first crack at working for you again. After all, it's those employees who serve the company by leaving, and they'd all be friends and co-workers for a long time. Alright, I promise I will. When I first met you, Shiobata-san, I assumed you were nothing more than some half-baked smartass. But now I see that you look out for everyone like a fine, upstanding CEO. I know it's awfully hard, but we've got to do the best we can by our employees. Now, if you'll excuse me. Thank you very much. I've learned a lot from all of this. I think I just gave this guy the voice that I give Winston Payne whenever I read Phoenix Wright. Paradise Advertising will be in the black soon enough, so let's just consider this test passed. The money's yours, provided you're still interested. Yes, I am. I can't give up now. I still don't know what kind of company to build, but I'm going to do my best to make sure it brings happiness to everyone who works there. I can promise you that much. Alright, and for now, that's enough. Here you are, then. 5 million yen. Thank you so much. I'm going to give it everything I've got. This is all I've got, but at least you have the token of my gratitude. Please accept it along with my thanks. Memoirs of an Action Star. Sure, why not? Thank you kindly. Alright, I'm off. I'm about to become a very busy man. So even though it does seem like Shiobata is done, or at least his story is done, we actually will meet him again later on. Okay, well, we got enough time to go back to the office and get the next part going. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as the last time I tried doing that was. But then again, you saw exactly just how long the sub-stories can get even by themselves. Then again, I am adding like an extra minute or two to each dialogue, because I can read it out in goofy voices. I feel like Akiyama is running really slow. Why is everybody looking up? Uh-oh. Bad feeling about this. Might as well get this over with. Hello? Anyone home? Ah, great. Just the guy I wanted to see. Going somewhere, Akiyama? I mean, this is your office. Give me a break, Sugiyuchi-san. We talked more than enough last time you hauled me in, didn't we? I'm not here to arrest you. I'm here to protect you. So try showing a little gratitude for once. What are you talking about? Just sit your ass down and I'll explain. You sure took your sweet time coming back here. What kind of trouble have you been getting yourself into now? Trust me, I'm too exhausted for trouble. Crazy, I know, but some of us take a break from our regularly scheduled bullshit every now and then. So, what do you want? Notice the officers outside? Yeah, I hadn't before, but you know, I hadn't before, but now that you mention it, I vaguely recall one or two of the boys in blue out there. Well, get used to them, wise guy. You're going under 24-hour surveillance for the next few days. Huh? What for? To keep you safe, dimwit. You and your shop. There should be lots of families after you, aren't they? You said so yourself, back at the precinct. That doesn't mean I need your watchdogs lording over me. Spare me the bullshit, alright? You know who cleans up the messes you make? Us! You think babysitting a worthless crook like you is my idea of a good time? Oh, come on, Sugiyuchi-san. Doesn't matter either way now. The dumpster fire is way bigger than a half-wit slime ball like you. What do you mean? The shooting 2 days ago. Shit's about to hit the fan. This fan got a name? Isao Katsuragi, the captain of the Ueno Seiwa clan. He started making waves. It's a good thing Daigo's still here. He's like pretty much the only
今回の金村工業が起こした一件、それで手打ちにしてもらえませんでしょうか。
Daigo Dojima, 6th chairman of the Tojo clan.
この金は一体何ですか、堂島会長。
Isao Katsuragi, captain of the Ueno Seiwa.
桂木さん、東上会としては今回の騒動、これ以上大ごとにはしたくない。それに東上会と上野清和会は2代目時代から25年来の親戚関係がある。ここはお互いことを荒立てないのが得策かと。
なるほど。堂島会長は枝同士の喧嘩にはこのくらいの金があれば十分だと。
いや、そんなつもりはありません。確かに騒動を起こした金村工業は直系柴田組傘下の枝組織かもしれませんが、上野清和会は違う。東上会と同格の親戚です。その金はあくまで今回の騒動の迷惑料だと思ってください。
同格ね。
その額ではご不満ですか。わかりました。 入れ。
It's Shibata. Kazuo, oh no!
桂木さん、今回の金村の一件、本当に申し訳ありませんでした。
Well, that's gross.
柴田さんでしたっけ？
はい。
東上会の直系の親分さんともあろうお方が、都内の一勢力でしかない組の若頭にそんなに頭割いちゃいけませんよ。それにね、柴田さん、今の時代わざわざ痛い思いしなくてもけじめの取り方は他にもいろいろあるでしょう。東上会さんとうちは親戚関係なんですから。
桂木さん、どういう意味ですか？
堂島会長、今回の騒動、上野清和会としては今までの親戚関係もある以上、抗争沙汰にするつもりは毛頭ありません。病床に伏しているうちの総長上野義治も思いは同じです。
桂木さん、
だがこの金と指で全てがチャラというわけにもいかないでしょう。少なくともうちの組員たちは納得しないと思いますよ。堂島会長、今回の騒動で殺された井原の役職をご存知ですか？若頭補佐です。ちょうどあの事件のあった日に就任していたんですよ。
若頭補佐？
そうです。あなた方がチンピラ同士の喧嘩くらいに思っていたこの騒動、実は上野清和としては幹部組員を失うというとんでもない被害を受けているんですよ。正直言いましょう。若頭補佐を殺された代償としてあの金と指一本では釣り合いません。
いや、だがそれは。
That drunken fool was apparently about to take over the whole Yakuza world.
東上会と上野清和会では格が違うだろうと。でもね、うちの組員はそれじゃ納得しないんですよ。表面上東上会とうちは対等な関係のはずですからね。
桂木さん、どうすれば納得してもらえるんですか？
そうですね、うちの井原を殺した犯人新井宏明の首、それが無理ならあの真島さんが今やっている例の事業の経営権をいただきたい。
Yeah, that Kamurocho Hills,
ヒルズの
probably the greatest real estate investment in this entire game series.
そんな要求は飲めない。飲めるわけがない。
なぜですか？
あの事業は10億20億とかいう規模の話じゃない。数千億規模の案件だ。いくら幹部組員が殺されたとはいえ、人一人の命の代償としては大きすぎる。
堂島会長、勘違いしないでください。上野清和会は金が欲しいわけじゃありません。これは極道としてのメンツの問題なんですよ。
The money's a nice, delightful bonus.
あなたは筋の通った方だと聞いてます。だからこそ私の立場も理解してもらえませんでしょうか。 さっきも言いましたが、うちとしてはあの新井という男の首があれば十分です。それがあれば下の連中も納得するでしょう。だが万が一新井の首が取れなかった場合、その時は井原と同格の人間を差し出してもらうしかないんですよ。
それは。
そう、真島さんです。柏木さんの死後、白鵬会や錦山組といった若頭補佐はなくなってしまった。あの浜崎組も破門となると、自動的に真島さんくらいしか井原の代償となりうる人がいないんですよ。だがさすがに私も
Yeah, I guess probably at this point, yeah, the Nishikiyama family is pretty much has probably been dissolved into everyone else's families.
ですから、あのビルの建設と経営の権利さえいただければ、それでうちの組員を納得させられます。よくお考えの上、ご決断ください。
Is it worth to do that just to avoid an all-out Yakuza war? That is a really tough choice. Now, I gotta look up, because I'm not sure if the Ueno Seiwa clan is part of the Omi alliance. Or they might be. I don't remember now. That about sums it up. Huh, how did you know all of that? You were not in that room in that flashback. The end result, the Tojo, particularly Shibata's crew, are scrambling to track down Arai before the cops or Ueno Seiwa get their claws on him. Too bad nobody's got a clue where he is. We've been keeping an eye on people he's buddy-buddy with and hoping he'll try to make contact. Which lands us here and now. So that's why you've been hounding me in Quito. Pretty much. So, we're gonna be keeping this dump you call an office under our thumb for a while. Which means no waltzing around town like it's business as usual. Got it? Noted. Good. I'm out of here. Just a sec there, Sugaichi-san. What now? You're in criminal investigation, right? Why go out of your way to poke your nose into this? Hmm? I thought organized crime was usually in charge of this kind of stuff. That's none of your damn business. Sorry, just curious. Though if you ask me, I bet you're hoping to score enough brownie points to finally bag that nice fat promotion from HQ. You shut your damn mouth! And I said stay out of it! Alright, forget it. Forget I said anything. Does make me think, though. What am I even doing anymore? Sugaichi-san? Forget it. Just thinking out loud there for a sec. You see a lot of shit go down when you've been on the force almost 3 decades. Hey, looks like you got a customer. Hmm? Oh. Right. Oh, I've been waiting for you. Please sit. Uh-oh. I just realized, does this mean that... Oh, no. Uh-oh. Wait, is this gonna be... Oh, crap. Are we gonna get to the next part of this before... Oh, dear. Yes, I have nowhere else to turn. Whatever the test, I'm prepared to take it. Great, then let's get started. Okay. You ready to go? Go? Where? Out on the town. First part of the test is a date with yours truly. A date? Let's see. How about we get you started? How about we start by buying you a new dress? Oh, and maybe a necklace or 2. Shopping? You know I can't afford that right now. What kind of guy makes his date foot the bill? Come on, it's my treat. Huh? But... Sorry, but this is part of the test. We need to make you as stunning as possible. You said you'd do whatever it took, right? That's right. Great. Shall we, then? Okay, so... Okay, so we're gonna have to call that the stream for now, because yeah, this test does lead to the next part of the game. But wait, where's the? Where's? Oh, that's weird. No, no, I'm not gonna fight him. Alright. We'll go ahead and save right now. And anyways, so thank you so much everyone for tuning in. So there will actually be a special stream tomorrow at 7. A bunch of, some of my friends and family are going to be playing the game Lethal Company, because that's like been flying around all over the place. So join me tomorrow for a special extra bonus stream at 7 o'clock. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care!